It says compassion is no attribute. It is the law of laws. It's no attribute. It's not just something that we put on and take off. It's not just a quality of our personality or even of our character. It's the law of laws. Now that's a little bit of a troubling statement. I mean, it's one that, I don't know how many theosophical lectures any of you have attended, but if you've attended probably more than 5, you've heard this said. Compassion is the law of laws. And I think really what it indicates is something much deeper. Because really, the foundational principle for the Theosophical Society is it was formed to create a nucleus. The terminology that was used at its formation in the late 1800s was a nucleus of the brotherhood of humanity. The actual intention, it's speaking in terms of oneness, that there is something that can be described as a unity, not just of humanity, but of all life. This is really the underlying principle. This is the thing that is, in fact, this law of laws. Beyond all else, there is this oneness, beyond gravity, beyond cycles, beyond anything else that we can think of as a law. There is this fact, the reality of unity. And compassion is that, at our human level, is the recognition of that unity, the acting upon that unity, the state of mind that attempts to embrace this unity. And when that's there, we speak of ourselves as being compassionate. So here's where this whole element of what's often described as service. And in fact, Renee, the Theosophical Order of Service, is one avenue where that can be pursued. Because it's the catalyst, quite honestly. It's the catalyst that brings all of these other qualities to life, and without which they may glow, but they won't burn bright. It's not possible. Because, again, until we become convinced, you can be convinced as an idea, as a concept, but ultimately convinced from some level of experience that in fact there is something that could be described as one life that we all share. That there is a greater life, a greater whole, within which we all participate. And that it is impossible for one to prosper at the expense of another, or for one to fail without the attention of all. Until we get to some measure of that, and then bring it into action, we can study, we can meditate, we can pray, but it's only going to go so far. So there is this other component, and it's based in a very profound idea, because many people view this idea of compassion. It's a buzzword now. You hear it everywhere. I mean, even in American politics. I mean, they have people talking about compassionate conservatives. Give me a break. So it's gotten to be, again, diminished a little bit. But the idea, what's behind this whole word, compassion, is profound. And a Buddhist interpretation, when they talk about compassion, it's the idea of a desire to free all beings, or even a being, a person, from suffering. There's suffering all around us. There's a desire in me to free others from that. And so, very often, that's as far as our concept goes. That's as far as our understanding goes. And it's a good, I mean, again, if we can even get there, that's wonderful. But actually, when we talk about compassion,